Looks like there's another leak about Young Thug. Okay, Young Thug's GF is leaving after this new leak.
What's popping, y'all? Before I can even get into the full-on interview, which I'm trying to do a breakdown of, you guys see I'm not even at my setup to get everything done properly, but we're going to get it done while we're on the road. Young Thug had a new leak, the newest leak today, after the interview that he did with Big Bank yesterday, is with none other than Mariah the Scientist. And if you watch my previous video when I talk about Future, one point that I made there was, yo, he's talking about having his kids all grown. Mariah the Scientist, what if she wants kids in the future? Is that something that's going to mess with her at all? Or is she down to never have kids? Keep in mind, she's in a good spot in her career right now.
Low key, she's
But
probably 100% gonna want kids.
that is funny because this is what it touches on. So we're going to listen to this audio. I haven't really listened to much of this yet. I wanted to hold off on it to get my first reaction. And then I'm going to bring you why this is so important. More important than anything else that's leaking, even though we think it's just relationship drama. What about the stuff with Future? What about the stuff with Drake? All of that stuff should be more important, right? Well, no, because the only person that matters to Young Thug that he cares about is her. He doesn't care about anybody else. And we're going to get into it. First, let's start playing this.
Hello.
Sandwich, what you doing?
That's it laid down. My heart.
You at home?
Yeah, I'm at home.
What's up with you, baby? I miss your pillow.
I don't know. I wasn't expecting your call. So my heart is beating fast right now.
Yeah.
Off rip, you already know that the jealousy, the rage that's kicking into Mariah the Scientist right now has got to be high. And you know Young Thug was feeling himself when this chick picked up the phone. I mean, she picked up the phone giddy. You could hear the butterflies fluttering their wings inside her stomach. Like, that's how excited she was to get a call from him. And you know he felt like the man because he's locked behind bars. He's like, damn, man, I got it. She's answering me with this level of enthusiasm. Keep in mind, we don't know what this other chick got going on. Mariah the Scientist, she held it down, for sure. But she probably had a lot of things to make sure that she handled with her own career.
Yeah,
I'm happy that I make you feel like that for sure.
crazy.
I wonder what the fuck your heart gonna do when I see you.
Oh my God, I don't know. Know what I would do.
I wonder what
Oh
that
my
shit gonna do.
gosh. You said what?
I wonder what your shit gonna do when I see you.
I have no idea. Oh my gosh. It's ridiculous.
Why do you think it's ridiculous? I like it.
I mean, it's good, but like, it's still
Why do you think it's ridiculous? I like it.
I mean, it's good, but like, it still happens. Like, what? For like 2 years.
Yeah, it's definitely been 2 years.
2 years?
Crazy.
Yes. When you plan on
Nice try, but remember, O for out. Electrons go out to oxygen.
Oh.
having kids?
Crazy.
Yes. When you plan on having kids? Like what age?
Can you get out?
Tell you. Bet.
When you come home, I have kids.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All I'm really wondering is who this could be that he's talking to, even though it's none of my business.
Monday. Maybe more.
Yeah, today Monday.
Oh boy,
Mm-mm-mm.
this is bad. He brought up the conversation about kids, and he was on the phone with Mariah the Scientist talking about, yeah, you know, I had all my kids grown. So now, how does Mariah the Scientist feel listening to this? Because keep in mind, some people will say, well, she knew that Young Thug was talking to other chicks because this leaked before. So I'm going to play you guys this clip. And it was him talking to his homie. This leaked, I believe, December of 2024. or sometime around there. I don't remember. Yeah, December of 2024, where he was talking to like 10 other chicks, but he talks about how much Mariah the Scientist loves him. This is all important context that we got to get out the way.
I talked to Mariah today. She's like, man, she said she feel better from talking to you.
For sure.
You got her in her feelings, man.
What happened?
No, I'm just saying she loves you, man.
Oh, for sure.
Like overly.
Yeah, like too much. Sometimes too much.
What? Like it scares you how much?
Yeah. Because it's like, damn, if I do something, if I like if I smack something or something like that, you probably be devastated. And that's the part that I don't like, when it's like, when you feel like me being the nigga that I always been is devastating, detrimental to you. That's when it's like, you too deep. But I'm in love with her though, for sure, 100%. Like, I ain't even studying doing that, but I know me. I know, nigga get out, nigga gonna be back to
moving around. Yeah.
You're gonna be moving around. You're gonna be just handling business just because you're moving around. So, you know how that go. But
yeah,
for the most part, I ain't even been calling no other girl. I ain't called no other girl in like a week.
Really?
No girl. And I usually call at least 10 girls every time I get on the phone just to like kill time.
Yeah. Like, a lot of girls hit me up. Asia hit me up out of the blue. What was the girl with the freckles? Remember her?
Yeah, Latasha.
Yeah, she hit me up.
Look, when I come out tonight, I'm gonna call you.
Now this is bad. This is bad because sure, he says like, yo, I haven't even talked to a girl. Like here's the quotes, because you may not get really good audio out of this. He says, I ain't been calling no other girls for the most part. I ain't calling no other girls in like a week, and I usually call at least 10 other girls when I get on the phone just to kill time. He can't use this just to kill time excuse with this call, because you're bringing up kids, and you're bringing up when you get out, you're going to give her kids. And yo, when are you planning on having kids? That's a different type of conversation than just killing time. That ain't even flirting. That's just, we didn't hear that conversation with Mariah the Scientist. Granted, like I said, these people are cutting up clips and they're releasing them to mess with Young Thug. And you got to keep in mind, there was also a previous interaction that Young Thug had, not only in his jail cell, but here. This leaked. This was, Mariah the Scientist was one of the pictures here, but it was Young Thug's jail cell with all the images that he had. And in the video, when they were like ransacking his cell, the fans found out that this is a photo of Jerica Carle, who was at Young Thug's ex-girlfriend that he was with for a long time. She was even on the Slime Language tape or EP, or not even an EP. That was like a tape/album. So Jerica Carle was there. You know that caused some issues, because that's not just some other girl that he's talking to. That's his ex-girlfriend. More than that, there was a chick, Lena Said. Lena Said is Devin Haney's baby daddy, ex-wife, wife. I don't know their current situation, but she was all over Thug. And he's like, man, you know what that's about. So the video leaked first. And then he talked about it, and he said, I can have that little ish right now if I wanted it. But she been pushing the P harder than dudes. LOL, that's the twin. I got who I want. This is somewhat of an apology, but letting people know, like, hey, I'm messing with Mariah the Scientist, and I could have her, but she's just a homie. He said, me and Twin was talking about some whole other serious stuff. I don't know why she spoke on loving other people or anything else, because ain't giving no F about no hoes or dudes. I'm the capital P, LOL. That's my twin and nothing else. Never have, never will. So this is him like trying to play the fence. And you know this created problems in the home for him with Mariah the Scientist. But Lena Said responds and says, that video's before I met my BD. I would never talk to Thug or any other man. We know she's just full of lies. She sat there right in front of Thug's face and fake tears. Like we believe anything she's got to say. But she goes on to say, LOL, I'm nobody's twin. I'm 100% down for my baby daddy with whatever he do and whoever else he F with, and that's why y'all mad. Keep in mind, this Mariah the Scientist has to deal with all of this in public, and she was getting hate while holding Young Thug down. Like all of her, like chicks, look at this, 56K likes. Mariah the Scientist at court today supporting Young Thug. Beautiful girl spending her youth in courtrooms. You've got somebody saying success rate for holding guys down while in your prime is horrendous. 9 out of 10, they'll alley-oop your best years in the garbage because they can move on with a new chick at 40. Start over. I hate when good suburban women do ish like this. And this was getting a lot of engagement. So, women do ish like this. And this was getting a lot of engagement. So, people were messing with her. And keep in mind, Mariah the Scientist, she also brought out Young Thug at Lollapalooza. And listen to what she had to say when she brought him out.
Y'all make some noise for this beautiful lady. What's up?
Thanks, baby.
You're welcome. Thank you.
I waited a long 2.5 years to be able to do that. Okay, but my man is free now.
So she talking about my man is free now. I waited so long to do that. And yeah, here's the tweet that Young Thug said in response to Lena Said. And here as well.
I'm capital P for real. The last thing I'm going to do is fall for a hoe. I might fuck with a bitch. I might give a bitch this and that and that and this and do all that. But falling for a hoe, actual falling down for a hoe, no search key. That shit small shit, fool. I don't know.
Well, it doesn't seem like small-ish when it comes to Mariah the Scientist, because this was last night after the interview that he did, which he might have been trying to get in front of it, but this was also after the Future leak. After the Future leak which is when he's talking to Mariah the Scientist, but talking about other chicks' situations. And he says, my baby, I was wrong, and I'm sorry for what I put you through. You deserve better from me. Thank you for everything, and I will do anything to make this work. You showed me what love is, and I hope I haven't lost you forever. Everybody leave her out of this, please. She's an innocent girl and feels bad about all of this. Please give her peace. They are not going to give her peace. And especially he's got Whack 100 on his tail, who is not messing around. He is hell-bent on ruining this guy's life for what he did to P. And you can see this is the only individual that he's replied to, had any level of love for, had any care or understanding for what she had going through, or losing her. Because let's look at these other people, right? Like he was talking about all new junkies in OTF. Just know I'm the one sent Brian Steele to help him on my dime. Dog, you haven't said, what have you really said about Dirk? Dirk is facing murder for hire. And he's got a Fed case. That's worse than what you had. Yet here you're talking to Dirk. You're not even saying like, yo, my fault, Dirk. Like, you know, we locked in. I'm just supporting him. No, you're going and battling at OTF. Who cares what some OTF lower level members say? Unless you got a call that Dirk said, yo, that was telling what you did on that jail call, so I'm not messing with you anymore. But Dirk's facing far worse than you were ever facing, and you were getting upset at Future for not doing a Free Thug show. So clearly you don't really care about Lil Durk like that. And then the Rollo situation, right? They already didn't mess with each other, but he doesn't care about anybody else. He's just talking about rats, and which is funny because of the situation that he had right now. But Gunna, he's talking about, man, F Gunna, where I'll never forgive him. He's talking about YSL Obama, who we're hearing new names. I thought he was talking about Obama, the actual administration. But the only time you see Young Thug be like, damn, is with Mariah the Scientist. That's the last thing that he's holding on to. And it's the only thing that he's got left. And the situation that Mariah the Scientist is in right now, she is above Young Thug, not historically, not catalog-wise, maybe not even level of stardom, but currently, if we do a heat check, Mariah the Scientist's career has been up. She just sold like, 37K first week, which we don't know how much of Young Thug's bots contributed to that. Who knows? But she does have a hit currently. So she has a hit song. All the girls are loving her, which, you know, it means all the guys, they're trying to get with her, which they have been ever since Young Thug got with her, of course. But the situation she's in is she's probably willing to take less ish. And this is the first time that she's hearing the actual conversation. Because you got to think, the way that Young Thug spun that interview, the amount of manipulation that he was trying to do in that interview, which failed unless you were somebody that really falls for stuff quite easily, is the same thing he was running on her. He was probably like, man, you know, like I talked to these chicks about this and that, and I was wrong for that. But, you know, like she's not hearing what is being said. That's different. Hearing what's being said and it being public and spread and having to deal with that wound again and again and again and again. Even Cardi B couldn't handle it. And Cardi B seems a lot more poised to handle something like that than Mariah the Scientist. So if Young Thug loses Mariah the Scientist, I think he's liable to crash out and do something that would send him back. And that's why I think they're leaking the Mariah the Scientist stuff after yesterday, because they realized, oh, this guy doesn't care about any of these people. But the only thing he's been focused on is his family and Mariah the Scientist. He can't fall back on his career, or he didn't hit the ground running with his career, even though in that interview, we'll talk about the interview in a separate video. But I think they're trying to destroy this relationship. And this Mariah the Scientist, if she was devastated with that and what he was saying to other dudes, hearing this thing, especially a conversation, and Young Thug is the one that initiated it. He's talking about having kids with this chick. And Young Thug, I don't even remember the last time Young Thug had a kid. It had to be at least 10 years. And what is he going to say? Oh, nah, I was capping to her. I was telling her what she wanted to hear. She didn't even ask for that. That chick just seemed to be ecstatic that you were even calling her. Like, you could have just rambled on and freestyled and said whatever you wanted, and she would have been blushing. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Do you think that Young Thug cares about anyone right now in the same way that he does about Mariah the Scientist? I think this is very, very strategic that they dropped the Mariah the Scientist one, because it's not like they have a schedule. They're dropping it based on the temperature checks and what they're hearing about Thug and what they're seeing Thug do.
I'm not Young Thug, but that was a lot. That was really a lot just to even, like, just a lot just to go. It seemed like a lot to go through and even talk about too. But wish for the best for both of them. That's all I gotta say, really.